Hey Capricorn, how are you doing? This reading is for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Keep in mind, this is a general read. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. What is going on with the fabulous and most magical Capricorns? What do you need to know? What do you need to see for your highest good? Present time, Temperance, Major Arcana 4, Sagittarius. What's coming towards you? The 10 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. What you're focused on is the 2 of Pentacles. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. In your blockage is the 5 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And your outcome is the 7 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Okay, Capricorn, let's clarify this and find out what is going on. Present time, you have Temperance, and Temperance is about finding a nice balance. This can also be a situation where you have a lot of irons in the fire. This is also multitasking, going here, going there, and going everywhere. I feel like you also have a lot on your plate, and there is something about feeling overworked and stressed out. Now, this could be delegated or off duty, some kind of task or responsibility. I'm also getting something about Temperance. You're being divinely guided on your journey to offload one of these elements. So weighing up your pros and cons to a circumstance or a situation, this is also about having a lot on your plate. So if you have so much on your plate, so much on your agenda, it's a very slippery slope and you can easily drop the ball. I'm also getting something about you being on the ball though. So something about on the ball, and there is something about feeling challenged, but also courageous at the same time. Temperance is also doing things within balance and moderation, not overstressing yourself, not overextending yourself. This is also about finding a nice balance in your body. So emotionally, how are you feeling emotionally? Well, there's no emotions on the table, okay? So there's something about being a little bit emotionally withdrawn. Physically, how are you feeling? Well, I'm getting something about like an element of maybe your temperature, something about your temperature rising. I'm getting something about sweating. And spiritually, how are you feeling spiritually? Connected to spirit? And the King of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. Well, the King of Pentacles is entrepreneur, business owner. This can also be something about a very generous offering. Now, with that King of Pentacles, there always is, pay attention to somebody who is an opportunist versus an investor. There is also something you have invested in, and there is something about it's going to take time. Over time, this is building something about abundance or wealth or health. Especially with that King of Pentacles, because this can also be something about good foods and eating. So maybe there is something about like getting a better handle on what you are consuming or eating, because this could be like, wow, I gained 10 pounds over a week. So there is something about the consumption as well. What is this big fat burden and heavy demands? And the 4 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Well, the 4 of Wands is, yes, the 1111 card. This can also be some kind of like solid, stable commitment, connection, family. There also could be something about a one-sided dynamic in some kind of family structure, or family has been a burden. I'm also getting something about like moving. A heavy burden to move. I'm also getting something about like a mortgage as well, like a mortgage or a payment. Something here is lopsided. Let's see what this 2 of Pentacles is. 2 of Pentacles is also, again, the all work and no play makes Johnny a dull boy. A heavy burden or a heavy demand in family or structure. Something about a relationship is one-sided here. Now, it could be a one-sided relationship between you and your cousin, or a one-sided relationship with, you know, who you're actually married to. Feeling like you're married to a job. And the 2 of Wands. Releasing and letting go of 1-1. Keys open new doors. The world is your oyster. So something about plans in motion, plans in progress. In your blockage, though, is this Five of Wands. Now, Five of Wands is confrontation, confliction. I'm also getting something about you facing something head on. This is my crabs in the bucket, okay? So let's just say that you have been climbing out of a circumstance or a situation and you're almost at the top of the bucket and getting sucked back down into some kind of dynamic or structure. Five of Wands is also, you know, a person who is either defensive or territorial. Now, this could be somebody who is, I'm almost getting something about butting heads with another person. Conflict of interest. This person also might be very defensive or defiant. They shrug things off. And the Two of Cups. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy. Well, the Two of Cups in the upright is finding a nice balance between your yin and yang. So this is about finding a nice balance in your emotions. So somebody here is either competing for your love, or there is something about an element here where there could be some kind of rage or anger towards a relationship, partnership and relationship, not seeing eye to eye with this person. Two of Cups is always like the feminine and masculine energy, but I'm getting something about pride and ego and territorial. With this Seven of Wands in your outcome is being caught off guard or by surprise. Now, you could be reactive or proactive depending on the situation. And I feel like because you feel so overwhelmed with duties and tasks and actual things happening possibly in the external environment, but it also is connected to you because it's family. I'm doing it for the family. And it's like challenges and courageousness. Seven of Wands can also be, you could be dealing with a Leo or a Cancerian who is either in competition or competing or fighting with you. What is this Seven of Wands? And the Hierophant. Being caught off guard or by surprise by some kind of commitment or connection. Now, the Hierophant is about teacher. This can also be something about government, federal, the system. No roadblock, no speed bump, no hiccup, no hurdle is going to get in the way of a goal that you want to achieve. I'm also getting something about an outside activity. Now, this could be an activity you have, some kind of group, club, organization, some kind of organization here. Defiant and defensive towards organization. Or maybe this is about you reorganizing things in your life. I'm also getting something about like, let's just say you're going for a loan and this keeps getting shrugged off. Don't give up if there is something about like a down payment or a loan. So what is this? Temperance and King of Pentacles. Like I always say, King of Pentacles could be somebody who wants to climb social status or something about superficial materialism, some kind of relationship. Somebody here might have also a lot of stature or status, and they did nothing to get what it is that they have. So I always watch somebody who is trying to ride your coattail, even though you are an extremely generous person. And the Hangman. Major Arcana 4, Pisces. Well, the Hangman is definitely a new way of thinking and a new way of understanding some kind of circumstance or commitment. And with this, it's like thinking outside of the box or an awakening, waking up to your calling, waking up to a new commitment, a new career path. Something here has a hold, though, on you. Because the Hangman is always about sacrifice. And I feel like you have either sacrificed a lot for friends, family, loved ones. There's something about releasing and letting go of whatever this commitment, like stubborn. Somebody here is unwilling to compromise as well. They're unwilling to think a new thought. All they can think about is commitment, relationship, structure, money, status. Somebody is more worried about like money and status, or what like external environment thinks of them. 10 of Wands and 4 of Wands. And the 9 of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Will you resist, persist? 9 of Wands is also about placing healthy boundaries with some kind of commitment, connection. Now, you could be dealing with a Sagittarius or an Aries. I'm getting something about a fire sign here. And 9 of Wands is, yes, the wounded warrior. You're tired, you're beat up, you have a lot of battle scars. This is also an element here, Capricorn, where you're saying, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of dealing with this one-sided dynamic and commitment connection. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of dealing with, I don't know, there's something to do with a home here. So this could be like some kind of home. You know, I've been talking about this a lot lately, is like some people have goals in mind where they're like, all I want to do is buy a house, okay? But then you become house poor, meaning like you are working your ass off just so that you can pay the mortgage. Something here about feeling house poor. Okay, so what is this? 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. Pros and cons to the situation or circumstance. And the Page of Wands. You're definitely dealing possibly with a younger fire sign. But Page of Wands is my frisky kitty. And frisky kitty here is to remind yourself here, Capricorn, that you are limitless in potential with 8 billion people on the planet to date, limitless with adjacent doors available for work and career, and limitless with relocation and or move. Page of Wands is also about passion, desire, and creativity. So there is something about you having a lot of irons in the fire, yes, and what you're creating. But there still is an element of weighing up your pros and cons to what am I creating and what do I need to follow through with. Same thing with this element of me painting my wall here purple or whatever color, pink, purple, whatever this color is. If there is no follow through, what is going to happen? Nothing. So that's why it is always the reflection with the Hangman. It's a new way of thinking and a new way of understanding about expanding a situation rather than something about being compromised. I'm also getting something about the immune system. Somebody also might have a compromised immune system. Because I'm just getting like inflammation in the body. And it doesn't have to be you. It could be somebody around you. But this person also is a big fat burden on you. So it could also be a mother. What is this 5 of Wands and 2 of Cups in the blockage? And the King of Wands. Well, that makes sense. King of Wands is Leo energy. So you could definitely be dealing with a Leo, a Cancerian, possibly a Sag. But the King of Cups, the King of Wands in the upright is somebody who is a motivator, an action taker, a go-getter, a goal achiever. There also could be something about a builder or a building. King of Wands in the blockage is a pissed off, nasty type of an energy. This is my way or the highway type of an energy. This is also a loss of passion, a loss of attraction, a loss of desire for this King of Wands. And something about their puffed up ego, pride and ego getting the best of them. And then 7 of Wands. I'm also getting something about there could be like a child. You possibly have like a child around you who is in like a relationship. Like it feels like it's extended family. Extended family is your issue for some of you. Okay, so 7 of Wands and the Hierophant. And the Knight of Cups. An unexpected proposal or pitch. Okay, so there could be something that catches you off guard by surprise, or this could also be catching another person off guard or by surprise. An unexpected pitch or a proposal. You know, the Knight of Cups is always very charming, good looking, and very persuasive. Now, if you have been struggling also with a Pisces, Piscean energy is very dreamy, right? But there is something about limerence and dreaming. So there could be something about like, yeah, dreaming and desiring of things, but you still have to take action to create that. Pursue. Very persuasive. Somebody also is that you're challenged by here is trying to pitch or propose something, but it's catching you off guard or by surprise. I'm also getting something about like one or two things here, Capricorn, is a priority. The rest is noise, burdens, projections, and obligations. So there's something about you pursuing things that float your boat. I'm also getting something about you going against the grain of some kind of old belief. You don't believe this anymore. The Chariot. It's about stay on task, laser focus. It is also about victory, fast conclusion. What is the best advice for Capricorn? Yeah, King of Wands and the blockage. It could also be something about jealousy. King of Cups. Bring love into the situation. It's about bring love into the situation. There's going to be some kind of like pitch or proposal. Yeah, because at the end of the day, love always wins. King of Cups is also emotional, intelligent, emotionally available. Oh, a pitch or proposal, something here becomes available. This is also like a good person, a good leader, a move. Something comes available to you. There's a move. Also getting something about this removes you from something. King of Cups is somebody who wears their heart on their sleeve. This is somebody who is a gentle, kind, compassionate person. The Mysterious One, very private, doesn't share life openly, detective, undercover, person of a few words, can be secretive, leaves others wondering. That's a King of Cups. King of Cups is very mysterious. So there is something about being caught off guard or by surprise by some kind of like proposal from this person. Undercover. Something about like undercover investigation. The Zombie lacks emotional intelligence, can be an energy vampire, unconscious of self-behavior, lacks ambition, purpose, and hasn't found themselves. Well, King of Wands in the blockage could be somebody who is definitely in a my way or the highway type of an energy. It is also somebody who is, controlling some kind of relationship, but also there's some kind of like deep-rooted insecurity. So that could be like, just going through the motions. This person's just going through the motions. Also, I feel like you saw this person as the King of Wands, like King of Wands, like somebody who is a go-getter, an action taker, you know, somebody who's very motivational or very, goal-driven. And then all of a sudden you realize that this is somebody who's a man-child, a woman-child, like Page of Wands. The Diver, marine biology, scuba diver, instructor, works on the water, Coast Guard, rescue work, explores depths of ocean, calm under pressure. Something here, calm under pressure. So this is about a pitch or proposal coming to you. Calm. This is about you being calm. Somebody around you also is very calm and gentle. the injured one, recovery from injury and illness, a reckless person in and out of hospitals, may be on home rest, focus on self-healing. So going back to, like I was saying about the person who's compromised right now, and maybe there is something about a person that is in and out of hospital right now, and this person is compromised. They're like dead weight right now. So I don't know if they broke their leg or like there's just something about them. You came closer than anyone else. You came closer than anyone else. So many things remind me of you. I hope that you can forgive me one day. And so like I was saying, the stubbornness of like holding this grudge doesn't actually poison this person. It just keeps you stuck from moving forward and moving on to what it is that you want. So you always have to be like, fine, you know, I forgive this person for their bad behavior and their wrongdoings, not because they deserve it, but so I can move forward and move on, and I'm not attached to this anymore. And pursuing something, a pitch or proposal. I wish things could be different. Yeah. I know I was a distraction from your pain. I know I was a distraction from your pain. Owl, good advice from a wise person. Don't dismiss what this person's saying, even if it's me just having a conversation with you. You know, okay, great advice. Yeah, okay, I got it. I'm taking on too much responsibility. It's not my duty to handle. Fox, you'll be receiving a precious gift. So again, this picture or proposal, there's something here. Camel, persevere and you will overcome problems. Just keep going, one foot in front of the other here, Capricorn. Bull, plenty of material things. There you go. I also feel like there is an element of like having a lot of irons in the fire here, Capricorn. You might have multiple income streams on the go, but they just haven't come to fruition. And I feel like that's what the Hangman is. It's like stagnancy, but there is divine timing. It's like in divine timing, King of Pentacles is like, yeah, maybe you want to be your own business or entrepreneur, but I'm also getting something about like status. Like you will have the material things. You will have the money in the bank. Parrot, someone will gossip about all your secrets. That's a 5 of Wands. Dogs, getting together with friends. So there is loyalty here. Shark, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. So again, somebody could be very fake in materialism. Materialism and superficial things matter to this person. They don't care how much debt they're in, as long as they look good. But that's the whole thing of like my way or the highway in that kind of King of Wands energy. But I feel like the best thing is like wait for this pitch or proposal. Or there is something about you proposing something here. To this Hierophant. Now, the Hierophant could be something about an organization, a group, a club. This could be an after-school program. It can also be something to do with like red tape and, you know, something government, a pitch or a proposal. It's like you have 1 or 2 priorities here to pitch something. It's going to be received well because you have the King of Cups there. Capricorn, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how this resonates with you. Like, share, subscribe. And if you want to book a private reading with me, you can also do so in the description box below. Click on the link. It will take you to the website and you can check out the options there. Take care, my friends. Bye-bye.